You ready? Let's go. 2-minute daily devo for Wednesday, March 1st. I'm in the Contemporary English Version today, and our verse of the day comes from the book of Psalms, chapter 91, verses 1 and 2. Here's what it says. Live under the protection of God Most High, and stay in the shadow of God All-Powerful. Then you will say to the Lord, you are my fortress, my place of safety. You are my God, and I trust you. If you've never read Psalm 91 before, I encourage you to do so. It's kind of long, but you know what? It's incredible because it talks about the ways that God watches over and protects us as his people. It goes through all the ways that God protects us from trouble and issues and things that come against us. It's a great verse. I know people that pray this verse over their kids, and it's just a great verse for those that are followers of Christ to know that God watches over us. And look what it says here. Live under the protection of God Most High and stay in the shadow of God All-Powerful. What great descriptive words to describe who our God is. First of all, God Most High. There is no one higher than our God. The God that created heaven and earth is the one that wants to watch over us. God All-Powerful. There isn't anything that God cannot do. And I love how the word picture it gives us here. Stay in the shadow of God All-Powerful. Meaning, if you're close to God, if you're close enough to be in his shadow, you're in his protection. You're close enough to that wherever he goes, you're right there behind him. That's how close we need to be to God, to stay in his protection. Because listen, how many things come against us in this world? Sickness and issues in our marriages or our jobs or with our kids or, at school or whatever it is that you're dealing with, depression, fear, anxiety, all these things come against us every day. We need to be close to God and let him protect us. And here's what happens as a result. When we stay close to God, when we stay close enough to be in his shadow, here's our answer to what it's going to be. Then you will say to the Lord, you are my fortress, my place of safety. You are my God, and I trust you. We say all that, and we will say all that because we will have experienced the power that God gives us, the protection that God gives us in the middle of trouble. When you experience God bringing you through trials and troubles and tribulations, and you experience the goodness of God, you can't help but proclaim, God, you're my fortress. You're my place of safety. You are my God, and I put my trust in you. Guys, you've dealt with people that have tried to be there for you in your life, right? And they may for a while, but eventually, because they're human, they're going to let you down. They're going to fail you. They're not going to be there. They have their own issues to deal with. Even though they love you, they have things that they're going through, and they have to deal with that. We can trust God to always be there for us, to always help us through anything that we're going through, to protect us in our time of need. That is the kind of God that you and I serve. All right, that's it, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.